Howdy.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. You?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's it going, guys? Global Gamer 18 here, accompanied by the voluptuous snack that is Samu.
Jesus.
Samu
Thank
is
you.
Samu is the creator of the game Mothlight. You guys have all seen it plastered all over my channel, and of course, linked below. Quite a lot of you guys have blown up my inbox on Twitter and YouTube asking about the doing an interview, and I've already been trying to put some stuff together. So I threw in a message, and here we are. So how are you, Samu?
I'm doing pretty good. Just working my little buns off on this Kickstarter thingy.
Yeah, it looks like you've been working pretty hard. I mean, you got one pretty big YouTuber has already played your game.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty good. You better play my game, Grumble.
You fucking know I will.
Thank you, man.
So the first thing I wanted to do was ask if you could tell us a little about yourself, your little buns.
Okay. I'm Samu. My real name's Sam. Big surprise. I make games, I make comics, I make cool stuff. My goal in life is to just live in a shitty apartment and make things that people like. So that's what I'm aspiring to do here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I make stuff. And I hope people like it.
That's some pretty good shit. Honestly, I love your shit so far. I read your comics whenever I get the chance.
Oh, thank you. That's good.
So Mothlight was released, what was it, August 25th, 2017?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's probably one of the better indie games that I've seen, and I've had the privilege of playing in a while. But I wanted to know what inspired it.
Oh god, there's so many millions of things that inspire me just from like random artists. I mean, the obvious one to say would be Off, because obviously the art style is I guess you could say borrowed if you're being nice about it.
Oh god, yeah.
But just all the horror things that I like, Silent Hill, Dark Souls in terms of just like how I design the levels. And then like some emotional things that I would go through would be put into the game. It's like Mothlight is everything that inspires me, plus my own tastes and things that are personally all like siphoned and smashed into one little game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. So the next one is a little bit, I guess, more deep of a question. There's a lot of dips into mental illness throughout your game. Do you have any like personal struggles with mental illness?
Oh yeah, I mean, in my past, I've struggled with depression, especially around and a little bit after Mothlight. Anxiety was a huge issue.
Yeah.
So all of my stories have to do with something deep and personal like that. Each game and project is, in some way, a manifestation of me being able to conquer that and articulate it in an artistic format. I mean, this is a little bit of an anecdote, but it was so bizarre. When I was working on Black Seed, my comic, you'd be surprised, like each chapter synchronized perfectly that thing with things that would happen in my life. Like at the same time I was doing them. So like a huge thing would happen and then a huge thing would happen in my life, and it was, I don't know, this is just weird and off topic, but it was really fascinating. So all of my projects are I just lost my train of thought. All the projects are manifestations of my own mental state, I guess.
Yeah. I can definitely see, like, it's almost like you put like a little piece of you in each thing you do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of what you want to be doing if you're an indie dev, you know?
Yeah, it makes it more like, I don't know, it made it easier for me to, like, I don't know, feel for the game. Like, there's some of them that I could relate to pretty deeply.
Yeah, I mean, just put shards of yourself out there as creations, I guess. They're all my babies. All my projects are my babies.
Yeah. Now, I know we're friends on Steam, obviously, and I was looking through your library and I noticed you have going on almost 3,200 hours on RPG Maker.
You might say I have a bit of an obsession.
Yeah. How much of that would you say you spent on Mothlight?
Well, I'd say on RPG, I would say about 2,000 hours. I spent 2,000 hours making Mothlight, but only about, I'd say 1,000 of those hours were actually spent actively creating, because there would be a lot of times where I just leave RPG Maker on in the background while I'd be going up or falling asleep or something.
Oh yeah.
But at least 1,000 there would be spent making Mothlight and other projects and stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I first added you on there, I was like, holy shit, what is he doing? But yeah,
Stuff.
it's fucking crazy, man. Are you satisfied with how Mothlight turned out? Like, would you have changed anything about the actual game
of
itself?
course. I mean, whenever you make anything, you'd always like, at least like a month after you make it, you go, oh man, I really wish I didn't do that, or I wish I did this and this and this.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, you know, it's like it's time to just move on to the next thing and take what you've improved, because perfection is the enemy of the good, as is said. So if I'd spend my whole life on Mothlight and never make anything that could be potentially better. But there's tons of things in Mothlight I'd want to go back and fix, you know?
Yeah. What would you say your favorite character was in the game?
I think the most developed character is probably Idris or Enzo. I mean, I like the dog, Norby.
Yeah.
He's great. But I'd say Idris is my most personal character. Some of Enzo's stuff, I mean, Enzo's the face of the game, so he's like the most obvious choice. Like, in terms of raw character design and how he looks, I like Enzo the most, but Idris's personal stuff, I don't know.
Yeah,
I like that.
I was honestly hoping you'd say Idris, because he was probably my favorite in terms of like development and just his character overall. Like, I really liked the whole change throughout it, and I think that his backstory was the part that I had to censor the most when I was recording.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
But hey,
it was like there's some penises, there was some
ding dongs, masturbation,
there was some
girls getting chopped up.
wrists, there was a bunch of stuff.
All sorts of fun things.
I think I even missed a few vaginas here and there, but we're not going to go back and look at that.
Them, other people probably missed them too.
Hopefully, let's hope.
Difficult to tell what is and is not a vagina in the game.
Yeah, I sat there and I had to actually call one of my friends, and he's like, "This is 3 a.m. It better be fucking important." I'm like, "Is this a vagina?" And he just stops and he's like, "There's so many things this could be, but I'm just gonna go leave you to this." But yeah, no, it was. I almost lost my train of thought there. So I know you're currently working on Orogenesis. How do you feel it's going so far?
It's probably the most fun I've had making a game since about the middle of Mothlight. Because once I got halfway through Mothlight, it was like, all right, I just need to make this finished. Mm-hmm. So there was a point in like 2 months of my life just disappeared to Mothlight. It's just like I was just working on it every day, and like nothing happened in that time.
Yeah.
But with Orogenesis, it's just been, especially making the pixel art, it's just been such a freaking blast, because it's such a new way I'm doing the art. Like, I'm not saying new as in it's like revolutionary, like no one's ever, like everyone's done with Game Boy art style, but I've never tried it before. But limiting myself to 4 colors to draw things has just been, I don't know, it's made me a lot better at making pixel art. So that's been really fun. And just I've picked a much like lighter tone, rather, because Mothlight was kind of edgy, but this is just kind of like up in the air. So it means I can really do whatever the hell I want with it. So I can just, all right, I'm going to put a butthole here, and then just a ding dong over there, and a creepy monster right here, and it's been absolutely a blast. And I love working on it. It's my creative sandbox, basically.
Yeah. And I mean, so far, like what I've seen so far looks fucking interesting as hell.
Interesting, weird, and also just kind of goofy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing as a guy with bigger boobs than me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But what was it? I know you have
spoil something for you. There might be a point in the game where you can shoot milk out of your nipples.
Oh my god. I fucking love it.
That's a spoiler. So this is a secret between you and whoever watches the video.
hopefully more than a few people. Oh man. But I know you have a Kickstarter open, so I'm gonna put that in the description below, as well as your Twitter and YouTube, and a link to Mothlight on Steam.
Thank you.
It's free, guys. Go play it. If you're under 18, you get to see penises. So, you know,
be careful if you're under 18. It might ruin your life.
Yeah, just be careful. There's some wrists, there's some penises, there's some boobies. But if you guys have like even like $3, man, just go ask your mommy for change or some shit.
Help me out, please.
Just go over to his Kickstarter and fucking give him money. I'm gonna drop. I think I'm gonna do the $100 pledge just to help out.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Because I love the game, and also getting that fucking sexy ass pin looks fucking beautiful. And I mean, getting to make a boss fight would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
cool.
You get to design a whole thing, like whatever you want. You want a giant dick monster with like little legs? We can do that.
Yeah,
so.
And I wanna. I think I wanna get that dead poster just to lactate too. You know.
I feel you, brother.
But yeah, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, thank you so much for being here for this. I know you have a shit ton on the go, so I appreciate you taking the time out of your
Oh man,
thousands of emails. You guys can catch me on Orogenesis on the day it's released. So don't you worry about that. And I will see you guys later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember to share my videos, not needles. Okay. Bye.